well, I'd highly recommend the book to actually anyone, whether you choose to eat plant-based or you eat animal products only, or you're an omnivore like Jayne Buxton herself.
Mm-hmm.
She's a very happy omnivore. She combines plant foods with animal foods. I call myself a ketovore, so whatever that may mean for you, whatever you choose for your diet, this book will benefit you because it's non-judgmental. And I like that about the book. You're throwing out all the arguments and you're telling people, now you have all these arguments in front of you, you can make an informed decision.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that about the book. Before we discuss the book, Jayne, can we define, because you do
Mm-hmm.
that in the foreword of the book, the words vegan, vegetarian, plant-based, as implied in the title,
Mm-hmm.
also the word con.
Con, yes.
Let's go through those
Okay. Well,
definitions.
those are quite a lot of definitions. So I think most people would be aware, although they could be forgiven for not being aware because the terms have all been used very loosely in recent years, I think. So vegan typically means eating no animal foods whatsoever, whether it be an egg, a piece of meat, a piece of fish, or an oyster or whatever. That's a vegan. Vegetarian typically includes people who eat no meat, but may eat dairy, may eat fish if they're pescatarian, whatever. So there's that variation. And plant-based has, I could say to you, who knows what it means? Because actually everybody uses it differently. So, and that was proven in some of the surveys, which I featured in the introduction to my book, which was when people are asked whether they are plant-based or not, some people who eat no meat or animal foods at all will say they are plant-based, but also some people like me who eat a lot of vegetables alongside their meat and fish will also call themselves plant-based. So when you're looking at surveys, you have to be really careful about what those definitions are, and it's not easy for people to navigate that. I think a new term that's come up is plant-rich. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people, doctors included, who are leaning towards us needing to eat more plants, but not quite wanting to go to the vegan recommendations, will say plant-rich, meaning mostly plants with a tiny, tiny little bit of animal foods. So, that's a confusing landscape, isn't it, for people? And confusing for people who write about it as well. And the con element, which you asked me about, is really not, I don't mean that word in the sense of a con person, a con artist at the center of some great big scam. I don't even mean it as a lot of groups of people coordinating very tightly to convince us that, say, vegan diets, plant-based diets are best for us. I think that the con is the impact of the influence of a whole range of different groups and people who are arguing for plant-based is best for everyone. That is the con element for me. And because all those people are arguing along the same lines, it feels like such a tidal wave. It feels like an insurmountable, irrefutable tidal wave type of argument, doesn't it? And the con element is really not that some people can thrive on vegan diets, because they can. Some people can, and vegetarian diets. I'm not even saying that eating vegetables and lots of vegetables is a bad thing. And people can eat varying amounts of those and thrive very well.